All right, let's get into another Monday preview. This one's going to be pretty short because we just have two teams to talk about, and one of them we've already played. We've got the Seattle Kraken and the Vancouver Canucks this week. First off, we've got the Seattle Kraken. We played them on Thursday. They've struggled the past couple of games, had some losses. They beat Vegas in overtime, but they've been struggling at the beginning of this season. The Kraken as a whole are kind of good but not great, and they definitely have struggles, especially because the top three teams in the Pacific are pretty gosh darn competitive and pretty hard to beat. So they're kind of mid to the bottom tier in terms of teams right now out in the Pacific. It's very interesting because the Coachella Firebirds is Seattle Kraken's AHL affiliate, and they're pretty gosh darn good. They had a decent playoff run last year, and I would assume are projected to go into the playoffs for this year. So maybe it's similar to the Hawks, where they've got a lot of younger talent down in Coachella that potentially will come up, or they're kind of more like a Washington Capitals sort of thing, where the Hershey Bears, regardless, are going to be pretty gosh darn competitive with little to no correlation with their NHL affiliate in terms of their roster. But who's to say? For the goaltending tandem for the Seattle Kraken, we've got Joey Daccord and Philip Grubauer. I would believe that it is Joey Daccord's net for Thursday's game. They do not have a back-to-back the night before, and it seems to be that it's been Joey Daccord's net going into this season. Grubauer struggled a little bit, and Daccord has shined. Forward-wise, we've got Beniers, Bjorkstrand, Gord, Schwartz, newly acquired Sprong, Stevenson with a massive contract this offseason to bring him in, and projected number one pick, but slid to 4 a couple of years ago, you've got Shane Wright. Defensemen, some notable ones, you've got Brandon Montour and Alexiak. Another big notable thing for the Seattle Kraken is they hired Jessica Campbell this offseason, so she will be the first female coach behind the bench for an NHL team, and I love it. Guys, look her up. She's fantastic. Her resume is fantastic. Love this for her, love this for the Seattle Kraken, and love this for women in hockey. Next, we've got the Vancouver Canucks. And like I said, we already kind of talked about the Vancouver Canucks with Blazing Pucks a couple of weeks ago, but, we're playing them, so we're going to talk about them again. They did beat us the last game. It was pretty sad, pretty pathetic. On our end, not on Vancouver's end, but they're also on a wicked hot streak. They're definitely one of the top teams in the Pacific right now. We play them this upcoming Saturday. They do not have a back-to-back, same with the Seattle Kraken, so is it going to be Kevin Lankinen? Is it going to be Artur Shiloff? We don't know. Probably Kevin Lankinen. Saturday night hockey game, probably Kevin. As of right now, we don't know if Brock Besser is out. He had a wild hit by Tanner Jeannot a couple of games ago, but this all could change by the time that this comes out on Monday, because this is recorded ahead of time. So we don't know. But the Vancouver Canucks, they're feisty, they're fiery, and they can score. So it should be a pretty difficult game. I hope we have a little bit more of a chip on our shoulder going into the game. A little bit more fuel to our fire, but should be a pretty interesting week. So we've got the Seattle Kraken on Thursday, and then the Vancouver Canucks on Saturday. And that is all.